I'm like gonna cry.
Yeah.
Because that's my name.
Your name is Diana?
I see it and I'm like, you know, that was my grandma, and I see how, you know, how what she had to go through, how she grew up, and how that affected her for her whole life. You know, it's adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, how they affect not only the mind, but the soul and the body of the person. And all these children, unfortunately, are now growing up with these ACEs. And, you know, I saw how that affected my family and my community, my friends' family. And it's devastating. You know, like Ukrainians, no matter if you're born there, Ukrainian American, there's so much pride for our country and our homeland. And it's horrible to think that children like my baba, like myself, someone who I share the same name with, are going through these awful experiences.
Your grandma was displaced during World War II, right?
Yeah, during World War II, and my Jito as well. And I still have a lot of relatives there. You know, when it first started, we couldn't find my cousins. You know, we're calling them, nothing. We couldn't find them, get in contact with them for months. We finally called them. They had to get to a new shelter. They were in some sort of new house placement. And then missile strike, all their windows came in. It displaced some of my cousins, were in Hungary. Some of them came to America. And now coming into America, though, they lost everything. They were lawyers in Ukraine, but now they come here, and while they're doing jobs that are still needed in the society, it's just, you know, they're packing boxes, and it's, you know, what that does to a person when you go of something, doing something you love, to then doing something, you know, that you don't, just to get by, how it changes you as a person, you know. And now with just the recent strikes in the western side, now my other half of my family is all getting affected, so it's all a mess. But yeah.